amazing artists?
Good morning, Miss Lowe.
Today we're going to make a blue bridge like Monet did in his 1800s picture painting that he made with lots of beautiful lilies in the water. You can see this one has pink. We're going to make ours green, but if you would like to try making yours pink, that's an option for you today. We're going to start with our bridge. Raise your hand if you can tell me, is the bridge at the top, the middle, or the bottom? What do you think? The top. So it doesn't have to be exactly like mine. You can make it go kind of where you feel like it would go best. If you think it would go better a little bit down, then you can make it go a little bit down. So I'm going to put mine down right here. And a bridge like this is basically a rainbow. You can do it with your pencil first if you want. But we're going to do one for the top of the bridge and one for the middle and one for the bottom. So here I'm doing the other one. Now I can decide, is that going to be the bottom one or the middle one? If I want it to be bigger, I'm going to make it the middle. If I want it to be smaller, I'm going to make it the bottom. I want it to be a little bit bigger, so I'm going to make one more. Then you can see there are vertical lines straight down. So with blue, I'm going to go 1, space it out about the same, 2, 3, maybe 4 of them. This one I had, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it doesn't really matter whatever you like, that's the one you can do. Yes?
There's not enough of blues.
You can take some from the extra pastels right here too, or you can go to the pastel drawer and get some extra and the pastel drawer. So what color is the shadow of the bridge? What other color do you see in this bridge?
Purple.
Purple. But before we do the shadow color, we want to make the bridge a little thicker. So I'm going to thicken it up. Now pastels, remember pastels look really nice when you blend. So if you want to blend some, ooh, that was dirty. Remember how to clean it? If yours is dirty, you can turn it on the other side and clean it. Unless you want to save the other side for in case you make a mistake. So I'm going to add this other light blue just as like a blending color, because I like to have a lot of different shades of colors. So if I have dark blue, you might want to put some light blue in there too. Then I'm going to add some more of this dark blue. Anytime you need an extra pastel, you can get it from a friend or you can go back to that drawer. And the top bridge, I'm going to go over that a little bit more too. Maybe add some of the light blue. Light blue and dark blue. Yeah. The vertical lines, the ones that go straight up and down, I'm going to add some thickness to that too. Just making it a little thicker. If I go too fast, don't worry, because I'm going to come back and replay the video for you. And then we can pause it as many times as needed. After we get the bridge, we're going to add the shadow. Raise your hand if you remember the kind of shadow color we're going to do. Purple, but you have 2 kinds of purple, so you can pick which one you want. There's a darker one and a lighter one. So I want to go with the darker one. Now the shadow doesn't go on all the sides like a box. It just is going to go under the top of the rail. And I'm going to put it on this side. You could put the shadow on the other side, but you'd have to keep it the same. So did I put it on this side of the box? No. Did I put it on the bottom? No. So the next one, I'm going to do the next one. Line over, line down. Just on that part. Where do you think I'm going to put it on this one? Under and on the right side of this box. Under and right. You want to say it with me? Under, and then do I have a right side one on this one? I don't have the right side one, so I'm not going to add a shadow right there. Same thing with the bottom line. I'm going to do the same thing. Under and right side. So under and right side. If you mess it up on this part, it's okay, because it will all blend together and still look pretty. but it kind of makes it look like the sun is coming this way. And the sun's getting blocked when it hits this pole, and the sun's getting blocked when it hits the top. So that's kind of what we're creating, is a blocking of the sunlight, and it makes this purple shadow where the sun is not able to touch that part of the bridge. Under and right side. Under, and since I don't have a right side in this one, I'm going to just leave that off. If I wanted to add like another pole, I could add another pole here. So if you would like to do another pole, of course you can do that fifth or fourth one, whatever you have, and then add a little bit of that purple on the right side. It's your choice. I also might have a little bit of shadow under this part. Just add a little bit of darkness right here. That's optional. And then I'm going to blend it with some blue. Just make it a little bit darker because it's lower. It doesn't hit the sun as much, or the sun doesn't hit it as much. The next part's really fun. Let's just take a minute to look at it. The lily pads, who would like to tell us the rule? I know we talked about it at the card, but one more time. Why are these ones big, these ones medium, and these ones small? Joey?
Because they're getting more far away from us.
Yeah. So these ones are really far, these ones are kind of far, and these ones are close. So great thing about lily pads, you cannot mess them up. You're going to do a little one. It's just a little wobbly line. You could do a circle if you want, and then make that circle more wobbly. And then after a medium size, you can do a big size one. So I'm going to make more of these. I'm going to make more small size. They're kind of closer together, right? Because remember, when things are far away, they look closer to each other. When they're medium away, they're like half far from each other. Maybe I'm going to make some medium small in between. Medium small. And then when they're far, they also look kind of like blurry, so I'm going to make them like more blurry. And then when they're close, they're going to be further apart and more clear. Maybe that one goes off the side a little bit. You can make some like that, would go off the side. I'm going to make a medium large one in between the medium size and the large size. Here's another maybe medium large. How many colors of green do you have? Two. So what do you think would be better if I just use one kind of green or two kinds? Two. And where would the sun hit it maybe the most? Kind of in the middle, right? So also remember, when you make things lighter in the middle, it looks more rounded. So I'm adding a little bit of the light green to all the middles. That's not going to be very much for these, but for these ones, it's going to be a lot more. I'm going to add all of these. Would you like this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there you go. And then we're going to add the dark green around that. And the dark green around this one. And the dark green around that one. Who remembers, what's the trick you can do to blend pastels? What tool can you use that might be a little bit strange but works really well?
You go over them and then you use your finger.
Yeah, you can blend it with your finger. So after I get the color on, I can choose to blend it with my finger. And Monet, he made impressionist art. So it can be kind of blurry and messy and like all mixed together. So if I go outside of the line, is that going to be okay?
Yeah.
It actually might be more like Monet if I do that. So look, I went outside of the line a little bit. That's okay. It works. And I'm going to go on this one, and I'm going to make it nice and blurry. I'm going to make this one nice and blurry. Monet was known for making that blurry. Sometimes impressionist artists, they would squint their eyes in the sunlight as they were outside painting, and that squinting helped them to see it a little more blurry, and that kind of matched their style. So it's okay if it's blurry.
I think that's why it's blurry.
Yeah, I'm doing the little ones. The little ones, 1, 2. That's enough. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. I can even add some of this, like the messiness with my finger. Look how I can add some of that around here too, make the water green. Monet, guess what he planted around his pond? Remember I said he made this pond just so he could paint the beautiful things that he had growing. He had these willow trees. You know what a willow tree is?
No.
Have you seen the ones with the branches that hang down like they're like tears, kind of like they're drooping down and have the leaves coming down? Well, you can't see them in this, but you can see the reflection of them. They're like these lines that you see reflecting in the water in the pond. That's from the willow trees. So we can make the willow trees up here. So we're going to make some little lines down like this. We can make the reflection of them in the pond like this. Maybe on the edges especially. I kind of stop where my lily pad is and then continue. Stop, continue. And I'm going to make more at the top.
Miss Hello.
Yeah.
So you're doing that so it looks like it's going through it.
Yeah, I can add some of this extra on the top, like that. I'm gonna roll it on the side, this side, in between. There you go, I'll go a little closer to you. You can reach that one too. I'm gonna roll it on the sides just to make it have that blurry look, maybe some extra down here. It's so pretty, so relaxing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I
If you want to add flowers on your lily pads, this is optional. You don't have to do flowers, but you can add these little lines up like this. I started a point, so it might help you to put like a little point where you're going to do your flower, and from that point you go out, 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 out. So say it with me, point,
point
out, 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 out.
out, 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 out.
Do I make them bigger or smaller here? Smaller. Do a smaller point and a smaller out. Smaller, smaller, even smaller, even smaller, even smaller, even smaller. Medium in the middle, big on the outside. There's extra. Evie, there's some extra there at that table. All right, you can add some purple in those flowers if you want on the sides. Maybe give it a little shadow color on the sides. Some of you have two kinds of pink. It's okay if you don't, but if you do have two kinds of pink, you can use both kinds for your flower.
Slow.
And we're gonna take our finger and blend it up like that. I would use a finger that maybe is more clean. That one, this finger had some of the green and that kind of made it turn a muddy color that I didn't want. So if you notice your colors are getting messy because of your finger, you can use a different finger or you can go wash your hands. Where else do you think we could possibly see a shadow in this picture? What do you think?
You can probably see a shadow over to the lily pads.
Under the lily pads. So under your lily pad, you could add some purple shadow. We'll blend this in to make it look very impressionist with our finger.
I know what else you can add.
What?
And in the bridge, you can add a little human walking and looking at the lily
Maybe,
pads.
yeah.
That's what I put.
Aw. Sometimes Monet painted his wife. He has one painting of his wife walking through a field of flowers. And his daughter. So that's an option too. Yeah, you could put a person in it. If we have time, okay? We'll see how much time we have. I'm gonna add some more shadow color. I really like the purple. Monet loved purple in his paintings. So if you would like to add some more purple, you could definitely add some more of that shadow color.
The pastel brown.
It's okay, they still work when they're broken.
Really?
Yeah, of course, just like crayons. All right, Mona,
Lisa.
our last step is, I'm gonna pass out these in a minute, these little cake trays. How does the song go? Water, paint, paper, water, paint, paper. That's kind of coming out a little bit brown. I might have to clean these. Water, paint, different color, paper, water, paint, paper. What kind of colors do you think would make a good pond color? Raise your hand if you would like to tell me. At the pink table, what do you say? Light blue, that works great. What else can be a great pond color?
A little bit of purple.
Yeah, a little bit purple for shadows. That would be great. What else?
Pink.
Pink, maybe for the lilies, like reflecting in the water. What else do you think? Brown, maybe a little, maybe some dark blue, maybe even some green. Have you ever been to the pond and the water looks green?
Yeah.
That looks really pretty, so maybe I'll add a little bit of this green. The water and the sky in Monet's paintings, it kind of like all blends together. So you're gonna do all of this. The bridge with colors of blues and greens, maybe purples too. I'm gonna add some green up at the top where I can't tell where it's tree and where it's pond. So maybe this is tree, maybe it's pond, maybe it's sky, but it's Monet and it all just kind of is one. You can, this part you do with water. You mean this part? Yeah, anytime, you don't have to ask. If you need help, I'm gonna come around and help you. Yeah, you're gonna do this part now. Your table's oh, I'm gonna get it for you. Are you done with the pastel part? Water, paint, paper. See how it goes. Magic's in the water.
I'm gonna stop and use
Water, paint, paper. Water, paint, paper. This, if your paints are kind of dirty like mine were, it's probably better to clean it before you paint. These got a little bit brown for over mixing in the last class. Yeah. No, for the pond you need to use the water to make it look see-through and transparent, and like it's like glass reflecting everything. And like it's reflecting the sky, it's reflecting the trees above, it's reflecting the shadows of the lily pads, it's reflecting all of it.